And please welcome to the stage, Andrew McBride. Hi.
How you doing on the hook? Woo! So my name's Andrew McBride, and I'm half Irish, half Jewish, but I identify as a pothead. That's why I'm wearing glasses inside and a shirt with pot leaves on it. Now, the Irish makes sense, you know, the red beard, the last name McBride, but the Jewish, not so much. I just got a big mouth that gets me in a lot of trouble. Like the last time I got pulled over, the officer asked to look at my license. And I gave it to him and he's like, "Oh, Missouri, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, the show me state." He said, "Sir, are you intoxicated?" I'm like, "No, I'm Andrew. It says it right there on my ID." Next, he told me to get out and walk in a straight line. And this is again when my big mouth got me in trouble because I was like, "Officer, I couldn't even walk in a straight line if I was sober." And yeah, next he put me in handcuffs. Hey, good thing I'm Jewish though, because I can represent myself in court, right? Wrong. Yeah, I represented myself in court and ended up spending the next 8 months in jail. Jail was pretty cool though, I learned a lot. I learned how to make a lethal weapon out of a bed sheet. I can make basically anything out of ramen. I can make sandwiches out of ramen, tacos out of ramen, even some origami. I also learned how to play some poker, which actually was pretty beneficial. Because see, like I said, when you're Jewish, there's like not really any or many benefits at all. But if you go to jail, you get kosher. So what that means is you get a hot microwave meal instead of one of the prisoner of war meals that they give everybody else. And see, in jail, food is your currency. So typically work is like a lunch or dinner tray is worth 1 to 2 soups, depending what it is. But if you're kosher, every tray is worth 2 soups. And if it happens to be hot dog day, you can get 3 soups for those things. You know, I was living my best life in jail, to say the least. I always got my 3 meals a day in. Had a few extra items to gamble with, so you wanted to catch these hands at the poker table, we could run it. Now I finally did get my life together. I've actually been sober for 1.5 years. Thank you, Tony. See, I told you I still smoke weed, so I'm not a complete loser. Now, the thing I actually recently learned is that if you get sober without AA, people that get sober with AA, they're not too fond of you. I did an open mic the other week, and I had this lady come up to me afterwards, and she's like, "Are you a friend of Bill?" And in my head, I'm like, Bill Cosby, Bill Nye, the science guy, like Bill who? Then it clicked, and she was asking in code if I'm a member of AA. No, I'm not, so I told her no, and we all know what happens when you tell a woman no. She went from a friend of Bill to a Karen real quick. And you know, I told her, I warned her, I was like, "Look, lady, I've been to jail, so I can make this look like an accident." You know, so another thing that I'm not too fond about AA is that, you know, they bash on you for finding your own way of getting sober. Mine happened to be bong rips prescribed by a doctor. Shout out Florida for being legal. But see, they would sit here and be like, "Oh, you're just replacing one addiction for another." And it's like, have you ever met someone that goes to AA on the regular, like miss one meeting? They turn into a Tweak and Terry. They're just like, "Oh, I just need one meeting a day. Just one meeting's all I need." So, totally cool just sitting at home smoking my weed. You know? So I learned that, well, the Jews, they don't want me because I'm too Irish. The Irish, they don't want me because I don't even drink beer anymore. And now I figured out that the sober community doesn't want me because I'm not a friend of Bill. That's why I identify as a pothead. So does, by show of hands here, does anybody work with their parents, or have they ever worked for their parents? Okay, well, anyone that hasn't, it's basically just an abusive relationship that you can't get out of. So I worked with my dad, and it was actually kind of funny the other day. He got soft, and he was just like, "I love you, son." But, I mean, he didn't say those 4 words. He was like, "Andrew, you were an accident," but I knew what he meant. Hey, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. Thank you so much. Happy 420!
Yes, thanks so much for Andrew McBride. Somebody